Hey everyone, this is Marie. I hope you guys are all doing well during this crazy time, and I'm here to share with you this week's encouragement video. So I'm going to look at the questions that Brooke sent me. Okay, Bible verses and worship songs that have been on my heart recently or that I've been encouraging. So my favorite worship group, Upper Room, just released a whole new album at the beginning of the coronavirus situation called Land of the Living. And the whole album is amazing, but in particular, the songs Rest on Us and Land of the Living is the name of one of the songs, are two of my favorites. And then to go with that, my favorite Bible verses right now happen to be the Bible verses associated with that song from Psalm 27. All of Psalm 27 is really important to me and has been one of the most anchoring passages in the Bible for me, and has always been, I think, has always helped me feel connected to God. And then right now, I think I've just been dwelling on the last two verses, and this would be verses 13 and 14, and I'll just read those now. I remain confident of this: I will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Wait for the Lord, be strong and take heart, wait for the Lord. And I think something that Jesus has been teaching me recently is what it means to actually wait. And what it means to wait on him and wait for him to show up. And I've definitely been seeing him show up in a lot of ways that I guess I wasn't expecting, but I think I also just haven't honestly been doing the best job of truly waiting on the Lord and waiting for his wisdom or for his peace. I've been a little bit impatient, but I think especially over the last couple weeks, God has highlighted that I have not been patient or truly waiting, and so these verses have been really encouraging to me. And then some other verses that have been really encouraging are from Hosea 6, verses 1 through 3, so I'll read those too. Come, let us return to the Lord. He has torn us to pieces, but he will heal us. He has injured us, but he will bind up our wounds. After 2 days, he will revive us. On the third day, he will restore us, that we may live in his presence. Let us acknowledge the Lord. Let us press on and acknowledge him. As surely as the sun rises, he will appear. He will come to us like the winter rains, like the spring rains that water the earth. And this verse has also, I think, encouraged me to wait and to also know that any of the pain that we feel now or the trials or struggles are all part of God's plan to craft us into his image, and so that he can injure us and heal us, making us stronger and more beautiful and more like him than we were before. So I hope that encourages you with whatever trials you're facing right now, or whatever weirdness from coronavirus or not being around people. But those have been encouraging to me. And then one other song is by Jesus Culture, and it's the song Power in the Cross from, I think it's the album is called Let It Echo. So I would recommend that song too. And then what are some of my best memories of core? I think recently I have been thinking about fall retreat freshman year, and that was just so much fun and such a good time to meet people. And I just remember going into it not knowing anyone and being not necessarily concerned, but also a little bit timid, because I was fearful that I was going into the woods for 2 days with all those people I didn't know. But I was just so amazed by the kindness of every single person, and also the intentionality and deep conversations that I feel like were had right away were really impactful. And Philip was my small group leader. Shout out to Philip. And I think I was so amazed by his just his wisdom, and so many like other people's wisdom as well on the retreat, and just how genuine everyone was. And something I appreciate most about the core community is that genuine nature that I think all of you have, and the desire of everyone to genuinely know God and serve Jesus, and also to genuinely serve each other. And that's something that has been really inspiring to me and encouraging. Just there are so many people I can think of right now that totally live that out within core, and So I want to encourage all of you, and CORE has had a huge impact on my time at Santa Clara by giving me a community and also challenging me to grow spiritually. Coming into my freshman year last year, I felt that I was on the verge of spiritual growth, but I wasn't fully sure how I was going to get there. And fall quarter, I wasn't able to go to nightlife, but I still was able to meet people from CORE, which I think was God totally just showing up to build those connections. And then winter and spring quarter, being able to go to CORE and getting more involved in the community, I was like, oh, this is what I was waiting for. This is like how God's going to bring me to the next level of, I guess, spiritual growth that I felt like he was calling me into. And the last question, how am I adjusting to life at home? And what am I doing to occupy my time? I'm actually in San Diego with Ethan's family, which has been a huge blessing to be in community with them still. And Ethan's sister is also home from college, so it's been nice to have more people doing school all together instead of being alone at home in Idaho away from everyone. But it's been definitely fun and interesting to adjust to a new family dynamic, but also so encouraging and I guess humbling how generous the showers have been. And yeah, it's just been such a great experience to be here and to spend time here and to be stuck together. And to occupy my time, Ethan and I have started sourdough bread baking along with Brooke Van Sant. And Ethan, I think, is actually working on 2 loaves in the kitchen right now, so we'll see how those turn out. And yeah, mostly just doing that in school. Hopefully, we'll be getting outside more since the beaches are open. Ethan has been surfing, of course, and I've been doing a little bit of running, backyard Pilates, but yeah, so anyways, I hope you all are doing all right, and feel free to reach out if you ever want to just talk or pray or read, but I love you all and I miss you all, and I pray that we'll all be together again soon. Bye, guys.